EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Here we go.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And his first look is incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The Steelers had 8-3 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, win. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That means they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again. That's big Cameron. Another sack to his career total.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Play action this time with Love. And he's going to go down again. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Today, Nwangu will return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense.
And they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
6th ring is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready.
Here's Love. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go, son. Right.
On the give, it's Warren. Shifts by him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play action. Fields buying time to his left. Here's Freiermuth again. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2, Fields. Got his man, it's Warren. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Love now. That is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the gun. Love. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's one. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Fields now to throw. He's got this to Pickens. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Fields. Flush to his right. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Love. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Touchdown, Raiders! Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Running left, it's Warren. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fields going across the formation. He finds Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Play action. It's Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own doorpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here's Love. That's caught by Myers.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Here's Jacobs.
And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
Love from the gun.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
85 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it. Warren. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Love. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
97. Ready?
One last shot now for Love. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about.